If we were all born equal, why is yours and mine healthcare free? Why do we expect to be heard and respected? Why do we get to go to school and have the opportunity to be the best we can be? While people are starving and don't have basic education to take care of themselves or their families. Volunteering isn't about just doing work for free. It's a rich life experience that you could never forget. It's hard to see all the things you see and experience those once-in-a-lifetime connections you make with people without really feeling how much your help is appreciated and needed. To know that my small efforts fed someone today means the world to me. And I certainly didn't realise how privileged I am to live in a country where my individual life is so important. I'm Frances. I'm a nurse and I run a small charity called Saving Children in Poverty, or SCIP Inc., which is based in Faridabad in India. Through the charity, we have set up and support a small school, a clinic and a women's empowerment project situated in the Sector 4 slums. And we also help and support an orphanage nearby. We provide any help we can, funds, supplies and volunteers.
Since from the beginning I have a passion for helping others, those who are in need. That is why I came to the social work. And I met Frances a couple of years back. She was a medical volunteer and she stayed in our house. It was her idea to open a school in a slum area where the children don't go or don't have opportunity to go to the proper school.
It began with a tent on a block of land, but over the years it has grown into a thriving little school with about 35 kids. It costs just $300 a month to keep the school open. This covers the landlord's fees, the school lunches, the teachers who are locals as well, and the stationery needs, the kids' desks, chairs, blackboards, books, school bags, shoes. We also provide clothing for the kids and paediatric checkups annually. This year, 3 nurses came to India to volunteer. And being nurses, health is our passion. So we decided to do a 2-week first aid and primary health care course for some of the older girls in the slum.
So we open her mouth to see is there anything blocking her airway, anything stopping her breathing.
She's unconscious.
Unconscious.
Then we need to check her in airway.
Airway. That's it. Yeah. Very good.
We need to check in her mouth.
So can you see
If we found something in it, we need to pull it out.
2 weeks we taught girls aged in their mid-teens to mid-20s basic first aid skills, such as CPR, how to stop bleeding, how to splint a limb, how to do a wound dressing.
And how to take a basic set of observations, so heart rate, blood pressure and pulse, and also some hand hygiene, how to wash their hands properly.
You get bitten or scrape your leg or a big cut and it's lots and lots of blood. We're going to talk about how to stop the bleeding and just things to look at as well.
The volunteer nurses presented the girls with a certificate for having completed the training, and they were so happy that they had achieved something.
The most exciting time for me being in India was when we taught CPR the previous day, and the next day we went to class and asked them, could they remember everything? And they turned around and they remembered Dr. ABCD, and I was just gobsmacked. And it was quite emotional because I thought, wow, we've actually taught them something, and hopefully we can, this information that we've taught them maybe could save a life. We were very lucky to raise some money through our family and friends. Part of that money went towards sending 6 of the children from the slum school to a private local school.
We are having 500 students here, and this school is a very charitable and having very nominal fee. I also want to educate the children from the slum school. The charges are very nominal.
It costs about $150 a year to send one child to school, which works out to be just under $3 a week.
Sumit, very good. He's a sweet guy.
He's very smart.
They are the raw material, and we have to give the finishing touch to these students.
Yeah. So give him a polish.
We want to polish them.
SUNDAY Sunday. MONDAY Monday. MARCH. APRIL April. MAY.
Program is also expanded. Now we have an orphanage as well, where 15 children are being provided shelter, and they are also going to the school, private school. We started the orphanage 5 years back, and basically we started with the 2 children, brother and sister, so we didn't want it to separate them, because here in our city we don't have orphanage for both girls and boys.
The volunteers also spend a lot of time at the orphanage hanging out with the kids and helping with their homework. The kids at the orphanage are full of energy and just so happy, which is amazing, especially when you hear of the stories of how they came to be there.
Manju and Sandeep, they are brother sister. Father died, and mother, I think she's sexual worker or something like this. We don't want the children to be with the company of such lady. And Manju is quite young, 7-8 years old. It is good for her to be in the orphanage in good environment. One of the deaf children, Pradeep, his father got remarried, and new mother, she doesn't want to keep the children from the first wife. And recently he got the hearing aids also. It might be possible that he will listen and say something. There is one volunteer, Amber. I gave her an idea, maybe if she wants she can do some therapy. She started with a new word again, come, food, and he's doing very well. So hopefully we will pass on Pradeep to coming volunteers, and they will continue to keep doing therapy.
Sam, just tea. Good.
My name is Sumit.
Sumit, he has deficiency of calcium. His parents are still alive, but his father is again a big alcoholic person, and his mother is not doing anything.
My father name is Bhagwan Father. My mother name is Sita.
He was just sitting at home and doing nothing because it's hard for him to take them to school, and so that's why his parents, they came to us and they said that if it is okay, if we admit our child to your house, so could you arrange some school or some facilities for them? And then later we got a wheelchair, and the school, we find out the school just walking distance, so anybody can take him to the school, and he's doing very well in his studies.
What's your favourite subject?
English.
Because his disease, I don't know how long he will survive, but as long as he survives, he will stay happy, and he wants to do something. He wants to be a scientist.
I'm only one person, but I don't think my dreams are unrealistic. All I hope to do is help as many people in as much or as little way as possible. And by helping volunteers fulfill their dreams, are helping too, we can all bridge the gap and make sure that others have the opportunity to reach their own potential. Let's be grateful for the wonderful country we live in and take advantage of the circumstances we have by helping those who are less fortunate than us. So donate kind words, time, a smile, money if you have any to spare, and I promise it will make you much happier if you just let it.